Hey, brand babies, y'all know I'm back with some branding, boundaries, and bullshit. And today I want to talk about hotness as a positioning standpoint. Yes, we're going to get into it. So stay tuned.
Welcome to the Branding, Boundaries, and Bullshit podcast with your host, the ghetto country grandmother, but you can just call her Brandma. Brandma wants you to know that personal branding is not personal, it's business.
All right, brand baby, since I've been writing my book, I'm Not Here to Fix My Face, I've been looking at brand positioning for personal brands a lot more closely. And people are batshit crazy. I'm saying that because I've been hanging out a lot on Threads as well. It's a place where I can write. It's where I can be a bit more expressive, where I can be spontaneous. So that's kind of like my playground. But again, it leans into my writing tendencies. There was a thread where someone that I follow, she posted about what is it about girls who with the fake eyelashes and the boudoir photo pictures as their business professional look is what she was going for. It's like, how is that even a thing? She said, I wouldn't hire someone based on those standards. And so, and mind you, I think she's a Gen X like me. And the younger generation came for her and said, why is Gen X hating on us hot girls? And that's how we do business. We can't help it if we look good. And the first thing that popped into my mind is like, bitch, who told you that you were hot? I don't know why they're always trying to make it an age thing as if, again, being a Gen X, I'm first year Gen X, baby. I was born in 65. But I could give a rat's ass about your hotness. It does not threaten me in the least. Because it's easy to get a man. It ain't as easy to keep a man. And a lot of y'all mofos be going through shit. That's why y'all swipe right over. But that's not what this is about. Oh my goodness. We're talking about hotness as a positioning for a personal brand. Now, I have no problem with it, believe it or not. But if what you're selling is not aligned with your so-called hotness, then there's a problem. Because some of y'all, oh my goodness, I think everybody's beautiful in a way, but hot? Come on now. Just because you popped a few buttons and put on some fake eyelashes and have on more makeup than Tammy Faye Baker, that does not make you hot. And that does not position you to sell some level of expertise. If you're selling eyelashes, I always thought anyone who's in the makeup industry, sweetie, if you're not wearing what you're selling, then you're doing a disservice to your business. So I get that part. And even because women have this thing where we want to look glamorous. Again, baby, do you. But positioning your hotness as a means to sell, like say something like bologna, and yes, I'm making a big exaggerated leap, but to sell something that is not conducive to hotness, it's like, why are you positioning that way? It does nothing for your growth potential. It does nothing to tap into new markets. I don't understand. And then the fact that you're still making it personal, to think that someone even gives enough of a fuck that you're hot, that we're threatened, that it impacts our business. You have your opinion and she gave hers. And I know now when we put our opinions out here on social media that we're opening ourselves up to a plethora of opinions. Oh, the assholes are many. I get that. But to think that she said that because she was threatened, sweetie, you guys are still making personal branding personal. And it's not. You felt offended because someone said something and you consider yourself a hot girl. My husband continuously tells me, when you throw a rock in a pack of dogs, the one that howls is the one you hit. So everyone that came in her comments that had an opinion about this, sweetie, you all felt triggered and hit. Whatever your personal brand is, it doesn't matter who's throwing rocks. Duck and dodge. if you're sticking to the talking points or the brand promise of everything that you're about or that your business is about, then it doesn't matter who's throwing rocks because they're not aiming at you because it's not personal. So to be hot, like you said, my girls are up today. I lifted them up. I put on my brow. I shined up my lips a little bit, not with color, but just a little Vaseline. I'm old school. Mm. But to do a hot thing, sweetie, I know hot. I was a hot girl, believe it or not. And the only thing my hotness, what I was shopping for or what I was trying to get paid with was love. So is that's a whole nother story. Go read my other book. I wrote my memoir years ago about being that giving in to Dick and Dick because Harry and Tom were busy. But to position as a hot girl, what is your hotness representative of? Is it the way, are you selling the blouse? Are you showing that it could be a sexy piece of attire? That it could be a sexy piece of an outfit? I can get down with that because I think women are beautiful. I think all women have a tendency to be beautiful in some shape, form, or fashion, and it has nothing to do with makeup. It has to do with confidence. It has to do with poise. It has to do with respecting yourself, what you wear, and how you wear it. The best thing about that outfit, baby, I promise you, is how you step in it, how you glide across the floor, how you step and hold your head up. That is the hotness. The makeup is just extra. And to position in such a way as the brand leader of some type of hotness, sweetie, I get it. But when it's misaligned with you're an executive coach and you're showing boudoir photos, that's what she was more in reference to. That's what she was talking about. She wasn't saying that it was wrong. She was saying that I would not hire someone based on this look. And we forget that first impressions are everything. People look at you before they listen to you, before they read what the fuck you said. They are looking. And this is why the graphic designers and all of them tell you why your visual identity on your website and your post and all of that, why it's so important. Because if you're telling me you're this, yes, we have expectations of what that looks like. But then if you're going to rock the boat and position as a hot girl who coaches executives, then you have to make it make sense. And evidently what she was saying wasn't making sense. If you're targeting beautiful people who are C-suite individuals, then you can make it make sense. If you're targeting people who are all about the workout and the looking good in their clothes, but they're C-suite people, then you can make it make sense.
Introducing Branding Boundaries and Bullshit by the one and only Brandma, Phyllis Williams-Strother. Hey, you there. Are you tired of all the boring personal branding stuff? Well, my mom, Brandma, has got you covered with her awesome new book. In this game changer, Brandma doesn't play by the rules. She's a rebel who says you don't have to fake it to make it. No more being a people pleaser, because it's time to get real. Look, my mom's been there, done that, just like Pitbull, except she was a multi-million-dollar restaurant owner. She's got all the stuff to let you know what's real and what's just okie doke. This book isn't for the corporate crazy. It's for the courageous, the genuine, and the unapologetic. It's about putting you first and not some fake customer pleasing it, because this is not the circus. Branding Boundaries and Bullshit is like a fist pump to those who refuse to conform. It's your map to discovering your YO uniqueness and owning it. So just the BS and start branding on your own terms. Get Brandma's book now and let your true self shine through.
But hotness for the sake of being fucking hot? Bitch, please. Again, who told you were hot? You made that leap on your own. Some people have natural beauty. I think my daughter is a natural beauty, but that's beside the point. But it's not something that people aspire to per se. I know there are a lot of what do I want to say? There are a lot of people who have a level of influence based on their sexuality. Because sex sells. We all know this. It's old as time itself. But usually, y'all know, and I don't get into the whole gender fight, But mostly it's always men who are buying sex, not women. And if you're a beautiful woman who's targeting other beautiful women, you guys are all these alpha females. And that's a beautiful thing. But what you're targeting to sell them, sweetheart, if they think they're as beautiful as you are, they're not buying. They're not buying based on the hotness because they already got the hotness. So then what is the point of that positioning? You have to make it make sense. It's no hate, it's no shade. It's just funny as fuck that you always want to make it about, oh, it's a generational thing. Somebody's hating on you because you're young and hot. Bitch, your shit is gonna sag at some point. You're going to get wrinkles unless you decide to put all the poison in your face. You're going to age. But folks can age gracefully and beautifully because I know I'm I'll be 60 next year. And I see some 70-year-olds. I'm like, oh, I want to look that good when I get that age. I want to walk that tall and have my back be that straight. There's the hotness is in the confidence, not in all the shit you put on. If you think that's what makes you beautiful, then that's a you thing. That's a self-esteem thing. I know catfishing and all that stuff is, but positioning with it. I'm not even gonna go down the catfishing road, but positioning with it. Sweetie, what does that hotness mean to your brand? Is it connected to the business that you want to build? If you think that you're hot enough to build a beauty empire, then baby, I say work that shit like nobody's business, but make it make sense. But if you're a beautiful woman who wants to coach executives and you know that your sexuality impedes on men seeing you for the value that you bring to the table, I'm not telling you don't be beautiful. I'm telling you to target the message the right way so that they understand. Don't take my beauty for dumbness. Don't take it for, oh, I'm going to get in there and I just want to ask her out, but I'm going to pay her for it. That's bullshit. And if that's what you want to do, if you want to accept the money because it's some bullshit, then baby, do you as well. But hotness, positioning from that standpoint comes with a lot of I won't say it's undue baggage because I don't know what word I want to use, but it comes with a lot of baggage. It comes with a lot of baggage of expectations, of perceptions, and all. And I really don't give a fuck about perceptions. But when you have perceptions of yourself, and then you want to project them onto someone else as hating on you because of it, sweetie, again, it goes back to a you thing, and you've made your branding personal. You don't need to do personal shit to make your money. Ghetto country grandmother and Phyllis, sometimes they're not even in the same room. But if I happen to, you know what? GC grandmother just went home, Phyllis is in the room because you done said some shit that pissed me off. If I cannot stand there in my truth and make my money and respect my game, I'm not kowtowing to nobody. I'm not going to bow my head to nobody. And I'm not going to let anybody talk to me any kind of way. But I still respect my business. So if you're going to respect your business, you don't have to come at anybody trying to defend your hotness because nobody gives a flying fuck but you. What you can do is say, you know what? My hotness is about this. And you make it part of the message. You make it part of the brand. And you make it make sense. Being beautiful is nothing new. There are a bunch of beautiful people in the world. And I'm talking about physical beauty. There are people more beautiful than you. There are people less beautiful than you. There are people equally as beautiful as you. But from a business standpoint, positioning as a beautiful person, how's that working for you? What does it mean for what you're trying to build? It's not going to get you from A to B because, again, I promise you, you are not the most beautiful person in the world. But tying you to your business and stop making it personal, let those two beauties live apart. Your personal beauty is over here for how you live your life. This beauty over here is for how you make your money. So give her a message, give her a place to stand, give her something to build. Stop being triggered by people saying, I wouldn't hire you. So fucking what? I didn't want your money no way. That's not what your personal brand is for. It's not to fight against people who don't want you. It is to stand up for the people that do. And it's to endorse the business, not hype yourself. It's to stand 10 toes down and you know what? This beauty represents this over here. Let me speak on it. Let me speak intelligently on it. I don't have to fight you. I know how to walk away because I'm not going to mess up my money. I know I think I told you guys before, when I used to hire someone new in our restaurants, whoever was in the shop that day, and we were going over whatever, I said, y'all tell them my number one rule, don't fuck with her money. And what I do as a ghetto country grandmother is how I make my money. How I live my life as Phyllis ain't got shit to do with none of y'all. If you're a friend or you become a friend, that's all fine and good. But don't ask me why I act one way over here and another way over there, because I'm pretty much consistent. It's just over here, you may get a bit more respect because I'm respecting my business and I'm not going to lose my shit in public. So y'all can go and talk about me. But oh, baby, come meet me over here in the parking lot. Phyllis will meet you in the parking lot. That's what she's for, because you made it personal. That's the different thing. Your hotness is your hotness. But the rest of it, I'm looking for some shit, y'all. I'm looking for some shit. But the rest of it, it don't mean nothing to nobody. Stop thinking people are hating on you. Stop hating on yourself to the point that you have to have an argument. I know y'all trying to get seen and trying to have content go viral and all that other shit. But if you have made a valid point about your hotness and why people choose this, instead of saying, you know what, I'm vapid and self-absorbed, so why you hating on my hotness? You would have made a much better brand stand than, oh, why you hating on hot girls? Y'all, I don't know why these Gen X are always coming for us. We can't help it if we look like this. We can't. Oh, bitch, please save the violin for somebody else's concert because it is so tired. So tired. But I got shit to do. I don't want to hold y'all long. This new season of Brandma's branding, boundary, and bullshit, it don't take long to call out the bullshit. And that is some bullshit. Use your hotness productively. Go make your money. Whether you hoeing for whatever, you know what, I shouldn't say you hoeing. You can decide that. But I'm full because my husband fed me this morning and I got shit to do, like go take a nap. So let's get on out of here. 5, bullshit happens, so suck it up. 4, your voice is important, so speak up. 3, you make the world a more beautiful place, so show up. 2, life is good, so buck up. And 1, I love you and ain't a damn thing you can do about it, so shut the fuck up. Peace and hair grease, y'all. I'm out.